And a warm welcome. This is the scene here at the Etihad Stadium. I'm Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board alongside me is Stuart Robson, my commentary partner. I'm very excited to bring you the second and decisive leg of this tie. It is Manchester City taking on Chelsea.
Well, Derek, City have a two-goal cushion, but concede early, and this will become a difficult game for them. They need to start well here.
Introducing the starting players for Manchester City. Ederson between the posts. Nathan Ake plays with Joao Cancelo in the fullback positions. Raheem Sterling plays with Riyad Mahrez on the flanks. And the focal point in attack is Gabriel Jesus. And a look at the Chelsea starting 11. Kepa stands between the posts. Azpilicueta starts with Marcos Alonso in the fullback positions. Jorginho plays alongside Saúl in central midfield. And the tactical configuration has two players in attack from the very outset.
Etihad Stadium. Enjoy the match.
It ought to be a really interesting battle. Chelsea kick off. Given away by City. And Kai Havertz. Now with Jorginho. Going about his defensive business with a minimum of fuss. Ruben Diaz. Kevin De Bruyne. Now with Jesus. De Bruyne. And he read it well defensively. And it's Gabriel Jesus. De Bruyne. An effective challenge. Azpilicueta. Saúl. And it's a quality pass. Defended well. Kevin De Bruyne. On to Silva. At times they make passing look easy. Silva. An inability to keep hold of the ball there. Ziyech. And Chelsea have given us away. Sterling. It's with Saúl. Lukaku. And the emphasis is on creativity. Sound piece of goalkeeping. Sterling. In the right place to cut out the pass. Decent progress with the ball at his feet. Lukaku. It will be claimed by the keeper. De Bruyne. Possession given away by Gabriel Jesus. Ziyech. Rudiger has it. Lukaku. Azpilicueta. It's with Hakim Ziyech. Splendid tackle and a throw-in coming up. Rudiger. Azpilicueta now. Saul. Jorginho. It's with Saul. A good and fair challenge. Gabriel Jesus. It is advantage Manchester City here on the offensive. There's a slide rule pass. Could it be? Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. Mahrez. He's in behind. Can they stop it going in? And a time for calm on the ball.
Well, that was a magnificent save. Just how did he keep that out? That's incredible.
Lukaku. Now with Havertz. And intercepting it. Sterling. Brilliantly blocked. Who's going to get on the end of it? Relatively straightforward to mop up defensively. And he's made headway. Surely. And a goal! Now they have their opener, and now they can celebrate.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive, and his movement so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
So the aggregate score currently stands at 2-1. Ruben Diaz. De Bruyne now. Far from a good pass. Marcos Alonso. Oh, what an opportunity. No, high quality defending. Sterling. De Bruyne now. Sterling has it. Mount. It's with Hakim Ziyech. On the ball, Azpilicueta. Attacking possibilities for Chelsea. And players waiting in the centre. And an effective clearance. Mount. And an attempt best forgotten, I think. And Chelsea regaining possession. Rudiger. Saul. Havertz. Possession changes hands, the interception there. Mahrez. Saul. On the ball, Rudiger. Jorginho. Kai Havertz. Well, nicely cut out. Malong Sarr. And they could face difficulties here. Clean challenge. And the referee says corner kick. Keen to take it short here. Into the middle from Bernardo Silva. And it still could be dangerous. Gabriel Jesus! Great defending. Can they cover up? Good pressure high up the pitch. Mahrez. Oh, a smart stop.
Well, the crowd are driving their team on here. They're surely going to score soon.
Well, they fancy a short one. Brilliantly blocked. And the danger cleared. And it's Gabriel Jesus. They've got it now, what can they do? Jorginho. Lukaku. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Well, it fizzled out. Well, he's gone back to give the free kick, the referee here. He tried to play advantage, but it didn't accrue. Well, not hard to read that pass. Ziyech. And Havertz. Lukaku. And still danger here. And in at the second time of asking, but the goalkeeper badly at fault.
Well, here's the replay. Yes, it's a decent shot, but the goalkeeper has to do a lot better there. He's parried it out into a dangerous area, and suddenly the ball's in the back of his net. It's poor goalkeeping, you have to say.
Chelsea
Overall, in this tie, it is 2-2.
Lukaku.
Kevin De Bruyne couldn't keep the ball. And a throw-in for Manchester City it'll be. Given away by Manchester City once more. Intelligent threaded pass here. Not quite the clearance they were hoping for. Well, they can keep possession of it now. Joao Cancelo. On to Silva. Sterling. Ake has it. Gabriel Jesus. Chelsea have it back now. Ziyech. And struggling to get the shot off. Well, he missed the target and then some. Wide it went. Tackling and winning the ball to boot. Free kick to Chelsea. Lukaku. Here's Saul. Really good challenge. And a chance for him on the flank. He could pick out a teammate. Well, far from the cross he had in mind. Goal kick it is. Rudiger. Romelu Lukaku now. And Chelsea have given us away. De Bruyne. Mahrez. Now with Silva. City moving the ball forwards. What can they do from here? And players waiting in the centre. Well, it was a risky challenge, but brilliantly executed.
Well, you can tell what the fans think of that decision. They're certain it should have been a penalty.
Saul. Ziyech. Havertz. This looks more than decent. Lukaku in position. That's a fairly easy save for any keeper to make. Well, message delivered from the referee to the fourth official. 3 minutes on the board. Silva. This might be ideal for the counter. And return to Gabriel Jesus. Oh, he's gone for goal. Couldn't grab hold of it. And the keeper put to the test, but he comes through it.
Well, he's so sharp, isn't he? Great first save and then the recovery.
Bernardo Silva. It's with João Cancelo. Gabriel Jesus. And it might appeal to Raheem Sterling, you know. And that goes down as an effort that he's not going to be remembering fondly. The first half here comes to an end. It ought to be a really interesting battle. Chelsea kick off. Brilliantly blocked. And a goal! Now they have their opener, and now they can celebrate. Smart stop.
Well, the crowd are driving their team on here.
Lukaku. And still danger here. And in at the second time of asking, but the goalkeeper badly at fault. And struggling to get the shot off. Well, he missed the target and then some. Wide it went. And that goes down as an effort that he's not going to be remembering fondly. The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Jorginho. Sarr now. Marcos Alonso. Now with Jorginho. Havertz. Good tackle. De Bruyne. And it's Gabriel Jesus. Rodri. Gabriel Jesus. Well, you've got to classify that as a poor attempt. A long way wide. And it's Gabriel Jesus, able to get a body in the way. Lukaku. It's with Hakim Ziyech. Romelu Lukaku now. On to Jorginho. Now Chelsea in a position of menace. But they dealt with the threat posed. Sterling. The ball with Rodri. Well, they keep working away, looking for an opening. De Bruyne. Well, when all was said and done, he's failed to hit the target. Kai Havertz. Lukaku. Now with Jorginho. Lukaku. Mount. Now Lukaku. Excellent challenge. Counter-attacking, very much an option. Mahrez. De Bruyne. Now Mahrez. And a wonderful diving save to deny the opportunity.
Substitution for Chelsea.
So making the substitution now.
29, Kai Havertz. To be replaced by number 11, Timo Werner.
Who can they pick out? Not away completely. Corner conceded. It came off the defender. Put in by De Bruyne. Well, he gave it real leather, but miles off target. Physically strong and secure on the ball. Kevin De Bruyne. Just knocking it around, looking to carve out a chance. Bernardo Silva. And an attempt best forgotten, I think.
Can the owner of the blue car please return to the vehicle with the lights on?
Werner. Timo Werner. Now with Jorginho. In the right place to cut out the pass. Rodri. Sterling has it. Silva. And Manchester City moving the ball with purpose. The referee correctly decided to play advantage. And teammates to play it to. Cutting the ball back. He's protecting it well. Losing possession. 30 minutes left for play. Saul. Ziyech. Well, great read there to intercept. Ruben Diaz. De Bruyne now. De Bruyne. On to Jesus. Struggling to keep the ball. Under pressure, doesn't seem to be bothering him. Jorginho. Werner. Werner. Just looking for the right moment for that final pass. Silva. De Bruyne now. Kevin De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva. Now a potentially dangerous position for City. But they took care of the situation defensively. And using his strength to shield the ball. Oh, he's given us away inexplicably. Oh, that's a really good run. Well, the keeper is happy the bar was there.
Well, I'm still amazed that stayed out. He looks to have done everything right, didn't he?
Mount. Now can they counter clinically. And back with Lukaku. And snuffing out the danger. Kevin De Bruyne. Totally fooled him. Chances on. Quite possibly a yellow card as the flow was stopped. And that is going to mean a caution.
The referee is absolutely right. He knew what he was doing there.
So a personnel change then.
Onto the pitch, number 8, Mateo Kovacic.
And that was a free kick, hit with genuine authority.
Well, you have to say that's a really good strike. Had that been on target, the keeper might have had a problem.
Mateo Kovacic. On to Werner. Jorginho. Here's Mount. Lukaku. Well, he's given us away. Marcos Alonso. Mateo Kovacic. And the defender coming out on top against Lukaku. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Rodri. De Bruyne now. Jesus. And he read it superbly. And it's Gabriel Jesus. De Bruyne. Here's Bernardo Silva. Just cutting off the supply. The pressure was high, and they could be in here. He's protecting it effectively. Rodri. Here's De Bruyne. That's great goalkeeping.
Well, what a save that is. He was so alert there.
Elects to go short. Crisp tackling. That's a useful cross. Just wanted to get it out of there. Werner. Mateo Kovacic. Werner with it now. Lukaku. Now with Mount. Werner. Well, he really read that brilliantly. Rodri. The ball with Rodri. A very good tackle. Mateo Kovacic. Timo Werner. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. This looks more than decent. City move it forward with purpose. And let's give credit to the defending. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Do they have the guile to open up the defence? Mount. Cross could be useful. And a bit short with the clearance. And it's come off the keeper. Punching it clear. Danger averted.
Well, what a brilliant save that was. I can't believe he's kept that one out.
João Cancelo. Gabriel Jesus. De Bruyne now. Poor attempt at a pass, really. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Manchester City still on the attack as the minutes tick away. Can they come up with a winner? Lukaku. And Mount. And he takes it away. Lukaku. And Chelsea struggling to keep the ball. Silva. Jesus. Mahrez. And Bernardo Silva has it. Moving the ball nicely, looking for that final pass. Mahrez. And cuts inside. De Bruyne. De Bruyne! Still a chance. Cuts it back. A goal! He's dispatched it, much to the sheer delight of the fans.
Well, as you can see, what an excellent backheel this is to set up the goal. And the finish is just as good. That's an excellent goal.
So on aggregate it stands at 3-2.
Substitution for Manchester City. Coming off the pitch.
Rodri.
Number 6, Nathan.
Sterling has it.
To be replaced by
And return to Sterling.
Kyle Walker.
It did look on for them, but not to be. Azpilicueta. Well, slightly off target, and that'll be a throw-in. Azpilicueta. Now with Jorginho. Lukaku. Attacking possibilities for Chelsea. It is now with Jorginho. Not out of the woods yet. And the keeper was finally able to claim it.
Well, what a great piece of goalkeeping. Firstly the save and then the recovery. Brilliant from him.
Riyad Mahrez. Now with Jesus. Walker. On to Jesus. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. How about the cross? Mahrez. And return to Mahrez. Can he take the chance? And the right place to cut out the pass. Jorginho. Well, wait, don't go anywhere. We're going to have 5 additional minutes. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Jorginho. On to Werner. It is now with Jorginho. Mahrez. Sterling. Well, when you can keep the ball like this, it's got to be really annoying for the opposition. And they have possession again. Werner didn't fool the keeper. Trying to pick out a teammate. Well, not quite the corner he had in mind. Goalkeeper has it. Gabriel Jesus. Chance to attack using width. Well, the perfect tackle, really. And now a throw-in. A chance to whip it in. De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva. Really effective shielding under pressure. The final whistle then, and Manchester City progress.
Well, it was always going to be difficult to repeat that first leg performance, and I think they were unsure how to approach the second leg tactically, which is why they had a problem today. Still, they're through and looking forward to the next round.